noticed that whenever the weather gets warm, I start craving for more home food. Maybe because I feel like I'm at home somewhere in my grandmother's kitchen, my grandmother's Siseku in Mbise. So today I'm going to prepare catfish pepper soup. In fact, I had to wake up around 3 a.m. because I was just thinking about it. My catfish cutlets from Baasko African shop in Derby City Center Marketplace. My ingredients, I make them myself now because I had a bad experience. I got some pepper soup mix. I can't remember where I got it from, but my tummy ran a marathon for a week. So now I make my ingredients myself. Throw all of this into my Ninja blender, blend them. So I have peeled my onions first of all. Onions, fresh pepper, uziza seed gives that hot sensation, really thermogenic. Ehuru, already grounded. Otaze for that bitterness. Palm oil from 4Ks, my dearest 4Ks. Ede is not mandatory. Sometimes people want it thick. It's not really mandatory. So all of this will be prepared, thrown into the blender, blend it all up into a nice thin mix. Some people like to have the debris in it so that it's like, you know, you have something to chew on. I don't really like it. I like to mix everything to be smooth. It's going to go into here. Maggi is mandatory because for me, this is all the flavor I need. And then salt. And then some other people put crayfish. But I always think fish is, I just want that catfish taste. That's what I want. And then we'll see what we get in about, 10 minutes. It doesn't really need to cook too long because catfish is already soft and you don't want it to break into pieces. You want it to still be firm. My ingredient list, I've got sweet pointed peppers. It has this flavor. I don't know how to describe it. I can either use sweet pointed peppers or tatashe, but I prefer this one because it's not too hot. Because the mkporoziza, which is soaking, I soak it for a bit just to soften it. So that's the mkporoziza, the little ones there. And the leaves are the otazi that gives it that bitter taste. I soak it for a bit to soften it so that when I blend it, I don't need to blend it for too long. And then this is basil. Basil is a species of curry. So I normally put it at the end. I just plop it at the end when the fish is almost done. Put it for like 2 minutes and I bring it off because I want it to be a bit fresh green to give that curry taste. So these are some of the ingredients gone into my blender. I'm gonna blend it all up and then we'll get cooking. Here we have it. I've got all my ingredients for my pepper soup mix. So at the bottom, the very bottom is the ehuru. It's already grounded, but I could have put it separately, but I just like to get everything blended together. My sweet pointed peppers, my onions, the otazi is there. The mkporoziza, the tiny seeds. Mkporo is seed in Igbo. So I'm just going to put a little bit of water, blend it into a slurry. Well, a thin slurry. I prefer mine thin. And then I've got my basil leaves washed. The basil leaves, I will, just before the pepper soup is done, I'll just do a quick blend. Once I realized that my blender can do cutting, it just revolutionized cooking for me. I blend my onions, I blend my tomatoes, anything that I need to cut, I blend. Because when it's blended, it even brings out more flavor, more surface area. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna check the bottom. It's a bit thin, but not as thin as I want it. I don't like debris in my pepper soup. Some people that they'll be eating it and they make I don't like that thing, man. I like pepper soup to just be thin. That should be fine now. All preference, Sha. Some people like what they like. For me, yeah. What my pepper soup mix looks like, yeah, it's just the consistency I want it to be. And it smells so nice. You know, these herbs, the smell of herbs takes me back to my grandmom's kitchen in Mbise. Oh my God, try. I just don't have, what I don't have here is odor. I don't have odor. I don't have, hi God, ogri. Sometimes just add a bit of ogri. My mom, does she use that? No, she doesn't use dawa dawa. So that's it there, going on the fish. Just add a little bit of water to rinse this off, because no herb is going to go. Imakwa, how expensive these herbs are from African shop. Then I'll just cook. It might just take, what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes? I cook my fish very, very well because I'm worried about parasites. I know these things have been in the freezer, but always cook your fish and meat very well. Don't even joke with them. So that's the pepper soup. It's been cooking now for almost 10 minutes. Like I said, I don't allow it to cook for too long because I don't want the fish to break up into pieces. I want the fish to be whole and entire, you know, with whatever I'm serving it with, be it boiled yam, boiled plantain, rice, or just on its own. You know, it can be a meal on its own. So it's time to put in my basil. And to prepare my basil, like I washed it, put it in the blender, and I'm just going to do like 3 short bursts just to chop it up for me. Even 1 is enough. It's already pieces, but there's this one at the top there. Yeah. So just 1 and 2, just so that it can be in pieces. That's it. That's it. Done. They're gonna pour it into the pepper soup. It's time for the basil to go in. The fish is done, and I'm glad it's still in whole. Yes, like I said, I didn't want it to break. So at this time, I'm going to reduce the heat because it's still very hot. Oh, here you go. And I've tasted it. The taste is, my grandma will be smiling. My grandmothers will be smiling down at me wherever they are. All my female ancestors and my male ancestors, they'll be in Mbise heaven, smiling down at me. Say, our daughter has taken on that Oshite title. So this is my blended basil. I'm going there to give it that curry taste, just extra flavor. Yes, just the way I wanted it, bits and pieces of green, so that it just doesn't look like soup. And that's when I also add my palm oil, just a dollop, not like it's gonna give it, just that palm oily flavor. That's it, that's all. Yep. Soup is ready. I'm just gonna switch off the fire now. There's something my grandmom used to say when she cooked. She say, "Ishigenri, ihuyakwesri mama." Like the appearance of your food should be good. For me, it looks good. Mama first. So I tasted it and it's lovely. I'm not putting anything inside because I think I'm going to boil rice to have with it. Or depending, if I'm able to go to the shop after mass, I'll get myself some yam. Because this is Iriji season. We are eating yam in Igbo land this period. Even though this yam now is not the one I harvested, that still has the sand on it. So, agiri emoji motara, that kind of thing. So, there we are. We done.